major shakeup could be on the way in the world of college sports. According to a report in the Houston Chronicle, Oklahoma and Texas have reached out to the SEC about leaving the Big 12 and joining the conference.
But also, I mean, you just talk about, feeling bad for the Big 12, right? I think you can throw them right there with the Big East, right? Blow that thing up, because if those teams aren't in there, then there's no need to have a conference.
Craig Smoke.
All right, here we go. Sikkim 365 Radio. Today, Craig Smoke, Paul Catalina, David Smoke. Been able to piece together a guest list with many people trying to get their opinion about Texas and Oklahoma, the SEC, what it means, what are the options. And so, guys, the next morning, you slept on it. What do you think?
I mean, it's to me, it's at this point, we need to accept that it's all over but the shouting. The Big 12 is just screwed.
Yeah, no, the Big 12's dead, I mean, is what it is. The Big 12's not going to exist after this.
We don't believe in outsiders. Here, we stand together. We bring one another strength. We search for answers that don't yet exist. And if we can't find what we need, we build it. Help us build a future where no one is left behind.
Danny, no one gets left behind.
You understand me, son? Yes, General.
How can you see into my eyes like open doors, leading you down into my core, where I become so numb without a soul. My spirit sleeping somewhere cold until you find it there and lead it back home. Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark. Bid my blood to run before I come undone. Save me from the nothing I've become. Now that I know what I'm without, you can't just leave me. Tell me and make me real. Bring me to life. Wake me up inside. Wake me up inside. Call my name and save me from the dark. Bid my blood to run before I come undone. Save me from the nothing I've become. What been living a lie? There's nothing inside. Frozen inside without your touch, without your love, darling. Only you are the life among the dead. All of this time, I can't believe I couldn't see. Kept in the dark, but you were there in front of me. I've been sleeping 1,000 years, it seems. Got to open my eyes to everything. Without thought, without voice, without soul, there must be something more. You can never take our hearts away. You can never silence what we say. You can't hold us down another day. The revolution is getting closer. Stand up, take a side. Now you know the truth can't be denied. I promise you we won't give up the fight. We're rising up until it's over. Hear the shouts of the people, we will never go down. Side by side we'll stand our ground. We'll run into the battle crying, no man left behind. Is justified. We'll raise our flag up high. Brothers, sisters, will unite. There'll be no man left behind. Step aside, we're breaking the walls. Shake it till the towers will fall. Brothers, sisters, will unite. There'll be no man left behind. One man, then 100 more. 1,000, then you'll lose score. Brothers, sisters, will unite. There'll be no man left behind. No resistance, no turning back. You're surrounded, time to attack. Brothers, sisters, will unite. There will be no man left behind. Hear the shouts of the people, we will never go down. Side by side we'll stand our ground. We'll run into the battle crying, no man left behind. Hear the shouts of the people, we will never go down. Side by side we'll stand our ground. We'll run into the battle crying, no man left behind. Hear the shouts of the people, we will never go down. Side by side we'll stand our ground. We'll run into the battle crying, no man left behind. It's all the war. Our rage is justified. We'll raise our flag up high. Brothers, sisters, will unite. There'll be no man left behind. Step aside, we're breaking the walls. Shake it till the towers will fall. Brothers, sisters, will unite. There will be no man left behind.
In addition to the great success we've had on the field, we've also built tremendous momentum off it. We have accomplished a lot over the last 11 plus months, and I also appreciate the support of the conference's 4 governance groups, presidents, ADs, which many are here today, and thank you guys for your incredible support. We completed an organizational redesign. We formed a business advisory board made up of some of the finest C-level executives in this country. We announced Big 12 Pro Day with our partner, the NFL. We announced Big 12 Mexico. We brought our commercial business in-house. We have reconnected and galvanized our fan base like never before. Year-over-year social media growth has been through the roof this athletic season. The conference has gained nearly 100,000 new followers. That's a 309% increase year over year. And we have the second most Twitter and Instagram followers of any conference in America. Next week, we are taking 11 of our men's and women's head basketball coaches to Rucker Park to conduct a series of youth clinics in one of America's most iconic playgrounds. And lastly, I've been actively engaged with my A5 colleagues and NCAA President Charlie Baker on Capitol Hill. It's been a very busy 11 months, but it's not necessarily about where we've been. For all of us, it's about where we're going. As we look forward, we will continue to innovate, create, and positively disrupt, living at the intersections of culture, sports, and business. Commercial business initiatives to diversify and drive revenue forward. Storytelling like never before, with a focus on student athletes and campus leaders. Continued development of our international strategy as we plan for our December 24 Mexico launch. As a conference, we will celebrate cultural moments and strive to become deeply rooted in the DFW community. We are also looking to double down on our championship host sites for basketball, baseball, and softball. And for football, I'm excited to announce an extension with AT&T Stadium through 2030 for the Big 12 championship game. And lastly, there will be a continued emphasis on the Big 12 brand, profile, and narrative. That being said, today you are seeing a brand refresh, which is indicative of where this conference is going creatively. It will also serve as a runway to a new logo launch next year. Key takeaways from the brand spot is to continue to live at the intersection of culture and sports, to connect with current and future student athletes more than ever before, and begin to position the conference as greater than 12. Now it's time to talk football. I believe we are once again the deepest conference in America. And I look forward to continuing to work with the two best television partners in college sports, in ESPN and Fox, to tell our story. In working with our TV partners, we are looking for ways to innovate and create greater access to enhance the viewing experience for our fans from coast to coast. For the first time since the 2010 season, there will not be a round-robin scheduling format. I anticipate it will lead to exciting football until the last week of the season. We have some very compelling early season non-conference matchups, starting with the opening weekend when right here in the Metroplex, TCU hosts Colorado in a Fox Big Noon telecast. And to my friends from Fox that are here today, I want to thank you for promoting us last night in the MLB All-Star Game. Shows the power of what Fox can do for this conference. With the right results, we will be well positioned for a playoff run this season. With this being the last season before the CFP format expands to 12 teams, and with the Sugar Bowl slated to be a semifinal host site, if our champion is not in the top 4, it is guaranteed a spot in the New Year's 6 game. We have also added an 8th bowl game to our lineup this season with the addition of the Independence Bowl. For the second consecutive year, the Big 12 championship game was decided on the game's last play. 6 different teams have played in the game over the last 3 seasons. Last year's contest peaked as the highest rated conference championship game on television, all on the heels of a regular season where we saw a 10% year-over-year ratings increase. As stated earlier, I am pleased to announce again the extension of our contract with AT&T Stadium to continue as our football championship host site through the 2030 game, and I must thank the Jones family, as well as the Dallas Cowboys organization for their commitment to the Big 12. Tickets for this year's game will go on sale Saturday, August 12th. For the first time, we will be introducing a halftime show featuring a major artist and our school bands that will be part of the ABC game telecast. The artist will be announced in conjunction with the August 12th ticket on sale date. We will also be introducing our first Hispanic radio broadcast of the Big 12 championship game. It's been a great first year as Big 12 commissioner, and I am blessed to be in this position. Our future is very, very bright. I'm very happy with the progress we have made to date, but not satisfied. There's still a lot of work to be done. With that said, I appreciate everyone being here today, and most importantly, I appreciate your support throughout the year. Thank you very much.
Commissioner, we were up here a year ago, and the phrase that resonated when we left was hipper, younger, cooler. The Big 12, this conference, was going to be hipper, younger, cooler, the idea to be more contemporary. What can fans expect this year to go along with still being hipper, younger, cooler?
Well, I think this was our first year, obviously moving in that direction. We seeded a lot of change. During our championship games, we've infused music. We're connecting to culture like ways we haven't done before. And I think we'll double down on that effort this year, and you're seeing it with our brand refresh, you're seeing it with our new commercial. Our goal is to connect with Gen Z. I mean, we want to get on the consciousness, not of just current student athletes, but future student athletes. And getting younger is one way to do that, so we're very excited about our direction. And additionally, we will be announcing a data deal in the near future, and that's in an effort for us to control how our data is being disseminated to third parties, and we're excited about that too. But it's a huge emphasis for us, and one that we're addressing. It is a competitive landscape now. The parts of our geographic footprint, and we've got to do what we need to do to protect our turf. Indicative of my opening comments today, Open for Business was that we were going to explore every and all possibility to grow revenue, to diversify our conference, and to do things that hadn't been done before.
Can you touch on the uniqueness about what this season will be, having 14 teams?
I'm really excited about this season. In fact, I think it's going to be a year of celebration. We're going to celebrate our continuing 8. We're going to celebrate our new 4. So for me, it's really a year of celebration, and we're very excited about it.
Barry Trammell with the Oklahoman. Brett, what's been your feedback from your board and your athletic directors considering expansion with a non-Power 5 member, which would not necessarily upgrade the impending media contract?
Well, from my perspective, we have great collaboration with the board and our athletic directors. Obviously, there's lots of different routes you can take with expansion. As I said, we have a plan, but as it relates to a school that's a non-Power 5, if they create value and they align well with our goals and objectives, it's a conversation we'll consider having. And the great thing about my board and my AD partnership is that we collaborate all the time, and we can agree to disagree on certain things, and we have throughout the year. I've learned a lot from both governance groups, but again, if within the value equation there's alignment, Power 5 or non-Power 5, we'll look to pursue it. So it's not about ranking us within the Power 5, but I can tell you this: there's been no better time to be a part of the Big 12 than right now. And this thing is going to grow. It's going to move forward in a positive way, and I'm really excited about our future.